December 13th, 2008, after 11 months, I finally got to attend a meeting with some of the people from the Social Center project. And the idea was to talk about the bans that I've been getting for trying to speak about sexist behavior, sexist structures, and yeah, it felt horrible. I was dead, catatonic for about a week after, had very violent, self-hurting thoughts, like images of like cutting, stabbing myself and things like that. So this indifference and being exposed to this kind of environment is really damaging, and I realized that yeah, I've been exposed to this for a very long time now. Yesterday I was crying about it because it just feels like I put a lot of energy into it and I don't get anything from it. So this very vague issue of awareness raising, it's very difficult to see the results of how somebody starts to think in a different way, and from there maybe start behaving in a different way. So I definitely need to think about how I do my activism. I want to be able to spend some time now to heal and to think about how I can make it more fun, because the decision that came out from this meeting last Saturday, December 13th, 2008, was that I would be banned for 2 years and this would not be discussed. So basically the same situation continues as before, nothing's new. And well, what did I experience during the meeting? I could say that the sign that we put downstairs that said welcome to, you know, there were little hearts and smileys and things like that, and welcome to this meeting, it's in that and that room and up the stairs, and it said like cruel censorship conflict, and then / Milla conflict / banning versus dialogue, so forth, so on. So it was just giving different names for it. I mean, it's called the Milla conflict all the time, but I think it's really the way it's been working is that the issue has all the time been personalized, and really that I've been painted out to be this horrible, bad human being that nobody can deal with and nobody can trust, and so therefore it's very easy to push away like these subjects that I really try to talk about, which is that one leading male figure doesn't recognize blatant sexism, and for instance, when somebody says the phrase, "I hate feminists, you should learn when to shut up in order to get laid," well, I think most people would recognize that this is sexism, but this person does not, and has also used physical violence towards a woman before, and this with other people watching it, and this woman asking for help and solidarity and didn't get any. So this is the situation, what it's like right now within the social center scene. So it's basically no surprise that somebody like myself, who tried to talk about these issues and also tried to talk about the things that have happened to me personally, I am a human being. I can't be treated in whatever way. I'm not these kind of garbage that you can just kick around and trash. The same way that somebody tore down the sign that was downstairs on the door announcing this meeting, and before coming up, like tearing it from the door, tearing it in two pieces and like pushing it into a waste paper basket. I mean, this was the attitude people had at this meeting. And yeah, it was clear. I mean, so many things was going on all the time. When the woman who's been there supporting me in this issue, when she was speaking, the same guy who said, "Oh, I only came here to ban you, so let's get that done so I can go home," was talking on the phone, making kind of noises when she was speaking. So I was, did everybody hear what she said? You know, so she had to repeat herself. And then when I was speaking, one woman, when I did a naked demonstration in the house, she and one of the dominant men, they would try to, like, they were dragging me out from the house. And this same woman, she was, when I was answering a question, and then she was just going like this. I thought this gesture was used a lot when I was speaking, you know, kind of in this way, and she was even interrupting with her voice, saying like, "I've already heard this," or like, "We've already heard this before." So it wasn't really a listening atmosphere, and it was clear that people weren't in there to... Yeah, I was judged. The same way it's been from day one until this like final date, when it's finally been stated, like, you know, 2-year ban. That's how we deal with issues. We don't talk. We say that the social center is only for certain type of people, and apparently I'm not one of them. So there were a lot of other things, like I had prepared, together with my comrade, prepared some easy papers about how to take in negative messages, how, like, some certain ground rules that we could use, and a bit about consensus, what that is, because it seems like nobody within the social center scene actually has a clue what consensus means. And because the decision that was made was not a consensus decision. So the 2-year ban, well, I don't really care. And yeah, the effort made, like making these signs, was by one man pointed out that, "Oh, you came in and you already dominated the space by like putting these things up here." So it's like own initiative and making an effort and giving a contribution. It's always seen as something negative. Like, it's like whatever I do, it's just bad. So it's like I'm this slimy blob or something. Ugh. So yeah, I can't even begin. It was just so much. There was the first. I will make another one with some more examples.